I'm Amelia Earhart, the first female pilot in history. And I come here because the new school wanted me as an expert in winds to teach you how to make a kite. So let's go check out the materials. Finally. Okay, here are our materials for today. We're going to need some tissue paper. I have 2 pieces of tissue paper, different colors, because I want my kite to be different colors. You're going to need some wood sticks, one longer than the other, some thread, a pencil, a pair of scissors, glue stick, a ruler, some masking tape, and a surgical knife, but be careful, this is only to be used by your teachers. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start with our 2 wood sticks. You have a long one and a shorter one. What you wanna do is you wanna put the shorter wood stick making a cross just about a quarter way down from the top. Making a cross, make sure it is centered so you have a good cross. Then you wanna stick them together. I'm going to use some thread. First, I'm gonna tie a little knot and then I'm going to start going different ways. Like this until you have a steady stick. If you want, you can help a little bit with masking tape. Okay, it's going to look like this. Okay guys, here is my cross. As you can see, I used some masking tape to secure my thread so that my sticks are nice and tight. They don't move so much. The next step is you need to make your dents on your wood stick. There are 2 options for this. The first one is you use your scissors and right about 1 centimeter from the end, you're going to press and go around, making a dent like this, or you can use the surgical knife or your scissors and make the dent right on the end of the stick like this. And it turns out like that. Once you have all your dents in all of the ends, you're going to take your thread again and we're going to start at the top. We're going to tie a knot. And then I'm going to pass the thread through the dent like this. Be careful, this needs to be straight but not so tight that your wood sticks will bend. Just like this. And we're going to tie it here at the end. I'm going to cut so it's easier and make a little knot. And now you have your frame for the kite. For our next step, we're going to use our tissue paper. Since I like color, I chose 2 different colors of tissue paper that I glued together so my kite will have 2 colors. I'm going to put my tissue paper on the desk and my frame right there. And this is where you're going to use your ruler and your pencil to mark about 1 or 2 centimeters out from the thread, the same shape that you're gonna cut later. And the same all the way around. And And I have just finished going around with my pencil. So now I have my diamond shape on the tissue paper, which I'm gonna cut out using my scissors. And here I am finishing cutting out my diamond shape in my tissue paper. Ta-da! Now I take my frame and put it right there. And what I want to do is I'm going to start folding that excess tissue on the thread like this and gluing it with my glue stick. You can cut out the ends like this. And I'm going to put my glue stick here is my last side. The next part is our kite tail. You can cut it as long as you want, but don't make it too long. It's gonna make it difficult for your kite to fly very high. I'm gonna cut it about this long. And I'm going to tie the end to the bottom of the kite. And here's the thread. And now we're gonna decorate it. For our tail decoration, we're gonna cut strips of our leftover tissue paper, and then we can cut squares out like this to make little bows, just like this one, and you can use your different colors. Once I have my bows, I'm going to use the same thread to tie them to the tail. Like this. And you continue until the end of the tail. All right, it looks like we're almost done. And now that we have our kite nice and ready, we're going to do the final step, which is tying the thread to the kite so we can fly it. All right, it looks like we're almost done. And now that we have our kite nice and ready, we're going to do the final step, which is tying the thread to the kite so we can fly it. All right, for this step, we're going to measure about the size of the short stick, but not too tight. Leave a little left over for the knots, and the same with the long stick. Just about. And we're going to tie the thread to all of the ends. Okay, and now that I have tied all my ends, I'm going to tie my roll of thread to this part right here. We should be ready to fly our kite. Okay guys, it's time for me to go, but I hope you really